One of the things I forgot to show you all before is we need to create a layer or a group, a new group called wall, because there's a little retaining wall over here. So I'm going to type in wall, and I'm going to include the raw description of the wall. Apply and OK. So I have a wall that's set here. We're missing one of the shots, but I'm going to go ahead and draw just a line. So I'm going to go P line, and I'm going to see if I can put it on the layer site wall. So I'm going to do a P line, and I'm going to go from, I got to turn my node on, node, from here to here. Now, since I don't have front and a top, I'm just going to make that global width of 1. All right. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. I've noticed that everything I've done so far is green. The reason is because my color is set at green. So I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to highlight everything because that's not right. And I'm going to go and I'm going to change and make sure each one of these is by layer. I can't believe I did that. But if you ever have that problem, just go back through. I'm sure you all caught it way before me. So surface, that doesn't have one. Points, style, layer, true color by layer, arcs. I was wondering why everything was so green, green, green. So I'm going to leave that. And polylines by layer. Now, that's better. I was like, why is it all one color? Okay. Remember how I was messing with this line in the LTS scale? Notice the difference between when I'm looking at it in model space and when I look at it in paper space. So again, still not happy with that. I'm just going to leave it like that for right now. I'm going to end up coming back. I wonder if I should p-edit that. Might make it better. So I'm going to go p-edit. Here's another thing. When you have one line that's longer in its continuousness, if that's a word, I'm going to type in p-edit, and I'm going to pick that, and I'm going to join to this line. I'm going to join these two together. All right, so it does affect it, so I'm going to change that to 0.5, which doesn't affect it enough. 0.45. Nope. I'm going to give up here in a minute because I really don't like that. The only other way to actually change that is to adjust its layer itself. So what I could do is to come in here and on this one, toe a slope, come in and see if I can find a different layer that has dots and dashes. So I'm going to load that and see if I can find another one. Here's another one. And I believe it has to do with, see if I can find one down here. Divide, dash. I'm going to do the divide. Divide 2. I'm going to make it like that and cancel. And pick divide 2. That looks better. I prefer 3 dots. It's just normally how we do things, and I'm going to change that so it is back to 1. So that's better. Not happy with it, but that's better. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I want to show you all the, make sure the wall is turned off. So I got my wall line here, and I'll need to label that. So I'm going to come up here, and go to my point groups, update, properties, and send wall all the way down to the bottom. And I'm just going to copy this leader line from over here and this arrowhead. I'm just going to copy that and bring it to here. I'm going to mirror that. And yes, and I'm going to move previously selected, and I'm going to bring that to here. Key line off this end point. Bring it over here and just write retaining wall and make sure it's pointing to the retaining wall. There. Now, this is what I ended up having for my legend. Now, to get some of these symbols in here, especially the trees, you'll have to scale them down. So you can go I for insert, and then you're just going to insert what's already here. For example, I can put a palm tree in and click OK. And notice how big it is. So you can come over here and actually change the scale to 0.35, and it's going to be the XY scales that you're going to change. All right, now I'm going to get rid of that. And Z, E, zoom extents. And now what I've got is basically my map is finished, I believe. Well, I don't want it. I'm going to let you all look through and make sure that everything looks good. You can also label out the signage here for your drawing. Now I also want you all to look up the section township and range and fix that. I'm not going to fix it in this video because I'm going to show you how to plot now. So the next thing you're going to do is you can kind of come either pull this down and go print or use the plotter. I'm going to save this before it crashes out on me. So I'm going to go File. I'm going to print, continue to single plot. Again, if you're at school, you should have the FDOT PDF plotter because it's going to create a PDF, and the VC 1117. So I'm going to go Window, and I'm not sure how this is going to, how the color is going to be. So I'm going to come out here, and I'm going to create this window. Make sure it stays at a 1:1 scale. It's centered. Preview it. See how that looks. Escape and go OK. And I'm going to save it to my file. And I'm going to put it Advanced Survey. Mine's in my class 5 and 6 and save. So that's what it ends up looking like. Now, excuse me, we can print those out, take a look at them, make sure you know what this looks like. This is just me doing minimal work. You can try to make it look a little bit better. We might add a few contours if we need to. If yours doesn't look like this, let me show you that real quick. If you need to add additional contours, you can actually come up here. Let's say I wanted to put a contour right here. You could come up and go annotate, and you can go to surface, add a single contour label, and you could just pick a point. Let's say I wanted one right there. And let's say I needed one here. I need one in a low point over here. So we could do that throughout the plan. Maybe one here, just so that everything's got proper contours. All right, so that's it for now. All right, so what you're going to be doing when you're done with this is you're going to upload this to Blackboard when you're done. All right, if you have any questions, send me an email or come see me. Thanks.